Hello Pisces, and welcome to your March reading. A reminder that you can always use these for your rising, sun, and moon signs. So with that being said, let's get straight into the reading. Every month I select cards that I want to use for each sign, and as I do that I meditate, and while doing so I get some information. For you, it was a couple of words. I've been getting more words this month, so it was about recalibrating or calibrating and then adjusting your sort of perspective or your actions based on that new calibration. So definitely a good month for meditation, definitely a good month for research as well. If I was to think of like one card for you, I would probably pick like the Hermit card, because it's introspective. It's about like assimilating information and researching. So really good for all of those things. Let's give the cards a good shuffle here and see what additional information comes through for you. Reminder that after I pull the Celtic cross, I'll also look at health, wealth, love, and destiny. So that's the expanded part of the forecast. And it also gives me a chance to really pay attention to the central messaging. So changes and uncertainty are two really key themes here, but let's look at everything. I was wondering if the Three of Wands would come up. Most of my signs this month, I would say well over half, had Three of Wands, because I really feel like this is a month of opportunity. And this was a reversal, but it's in your environment card. And what I like about this one, beautiful by the way, because it's all these little fireflies here, but this is a month for you to dream what you want. Look at that. It's about daydreaming or dreaming and not letting go of the dream. The reversal there is saying hold on to the dream, aim high, and if you feel like something needs to be adjusted so you can get there, don't be afraid to recalibrate, to adjust so that you can go after what you want. All right, let's pull your catalyst card before I get too deep into this so that we can see what additional insights are coming through for you. And a beautiful card here, renewal. And this has been a common theme. It's come up at least once for someone else, for another sign this month. So with renewal, this is about, again, looking, I believe it plays in really nicely with calibrate and adjust, but it's saying give yourself a chance to look at all parts of your life. So this can involve how you're eating, what your health routine is, what's your work routine, or even like the way you drive to work. This is a chance to look at everything and renew, recalibrate, adjust. The other thing is, if you've been feeling like you've just not sort of been on your game, that everything hasn't been working out, I feel like you're turning a corner. This is almost like you're spraying here. So invite in that energy of opportunity and believe that good things can happen. I'll leave the camera up for a second and I'll pull it down when we get to the right-hand side. Your central card is the Fool, and the Fool, as you can see, has a 0. Sometimes it's 22, 23. But I like to think of it as the very first, or a reset. The 0 works very good on that. So with this, couple things to think about. I'm not surprised that there's a 10 of Swords showing the emotional state over this, because change can be difficult. Change can be intimidating. And this is saying partly what you need to do is sort of like go with the flow. But the negative aspects of the Fool card are making sure that you understand the risks, at least preparing yourself mentally for some of those risks, but knowing that at a certain point you've got to kind of go with it. So if you've made that decision and you're already 90% done, like follow it through. If you have a chance to kind of go back and make better plans, that calibrate message is saying don't be afraid to recalibrate, to adjust as necessary. Because I do sense that there's a lot of stress over some of the changes or the uncertainty. That Fool card, that 0 card, can come up when your living situation or your work situation is uneasy, or even a relationship is uneasy, like you're not sure if it's going to last, you're not sure if you can trust the foundation. So it's a leveling card, which says whatever your fear is, you should go ahead and welcome it, look at it, see it, because it will only sort of amplify and get worse if you don't. And I think it's hitting you at nighttime. You're stressing over that. For those of you that are not feeling any stress and you basically feel your life is in good place, this is saying don't be afraid to have a little bit more fun. The Fool is playful, right? And this is also sort of a good foil to this card. So whatever stress is coming in, try to invoke some laughter, some joy, and some playful energy. Think of what children, dogs, and also just youthful people do. It's sort of to have fun, to not hold on to things so much. Keep that youthful energy, whether you're age 9 or 99. Kind of pull that in. When I'm looking at the affecting factors from last year, so your deep past, I think it's been a tricky 2 or 3 months for you. It's been hard to sort of say level. You've either been here or here, lots of ups and downs emotionally, and also probably with the environment. What's going to help right now is it looks like there is either a cause to celebrate or a lot of people around you that want to kind of share your time. Your tricky thing is going to be to decide how much to spend with them. Because as we look at how the cards are laid out here today, crowning card is the Empress card, which is really saying that there's a lot of energy that you want to sort of focus on your home, on yourself, on self-control as well. And some of this can be a temptation, perhaps, to sort of like hang out, stay out late, etc. So, I think it's good to have those distractions, but you need to also know what to balance out as well. What I see here in the near future is a quieting down. It's almost the reverse of what I saw for Aquarius, which was like things speeding up. So for you, around the middle of the month, things are going to ease a bit. The Four of Swords is always about resting, about hibernation, or this like putting things away, relaxation. So allow yourself to have that break. I feel like it's a good change for you. This is a fantastic month for anyone that needs to negotiate or have conflict resolution. So for those of you that have been waiting for a time perhaps to do something legally related, so a lawsuit or challenge something or sign a document or get something notarized or whatever it is, great month for legal documents, great time to do public speaking, to run for office or run for a certain accomplishment in your life. This is the chance to go out there and to be bold. And it may be something that you're feeling like, I don't know if I can do it, or maybe I don't deserve this, but this card is reminding you to dream and that you've already done a lot of the preparation work. So the message I've had for everyone that's had Three of Wands, I have to say this is probably my favorite one that I've ever seen for Three of Wands, because I love the fireflies and I love the dreaming factor of this. But the one thing it lacks, though, is showing that the dreams are coming. So for you, what I'm getting here in the element is this is your time to not sort of be too realistic. Think big, allow yourself to go out on that limb. And I do see that things will be coming through, but it's possibly, you're like in a 1-year cycle that you've started. And this dreaming phase is laying the groundwork. You may have to wait 6, 8, 12 months before you see this come to fruition, but it should. And I'm looking at a really nice end card for you. We have the Sun. It is reversed. The reversal of it is reminding you to try not to pull too much attention or ask too much of others, because it is a good time to have attention on you. But when it comes to your closest relationships, make sure you're spreading the love, basically. And when someone else has kind of helped you out, instead of just continuing to take, turn the card around and say, well, what can I do for you? How are you doing? Do you need any assistance? The other thing with the Sun card is it's showing that for those of us in the Northern Hemisphere, it's looking like summer months, which I'm going to ascribe as like June, July, and August, are very good. I would say it's the same for Southern Hemisphere. I'm just putting the season months, the months to the season, since I know that this is being watched in a lot of different countries. So June and July looking very good, since this is a general forecast. And for those of you that are hoping, dreaming, wanting a child, this has a very masculine energy to it. And the Three of Wands, as it's looking here, and the Empress card are kind of calling in an idea of bringing in a baby. So for those of you that are hoping and wanting, it looks like there's a potential for a masculine energy, a boy. Although I should say, when I see masculine energy, it can be masculine energy. So it could just be a very assertive female, but I'm seeing a very strong soul coming through if this is the time that you want to have someone. So great time for conceiving, great time for planning a family. 3rd and 4th weeks are good for that. Let's expand the forecast now and take a look at your health card, which is mind, body, and spirit. And we have downloads and understanding. What a deep card for you guys, actually. It says, the truth is revealed, deep insights are coming from heaven and the astral realm. So we hear this phrase a lot, oh, I got a download, or and it's not about something that's coming to your phone. I received an energetic download while I was in just laying down, meditating in bed. And it's sort of just to help you if you've never felt what it is. For me, it was almost like if you've ever put your finger on a socket, not like, oh my God, I'm electrocuted, and please don't try it, but or if you've ever been plugging something in and you touch the cord accidentally, and it's sort of like that buzz that goes through your hand or your finger. Again, please don't try it. But the other thing that you can imagine is if your foot has gone to sleep a little bit and you go to step and it's all this weird sort of pins and needles. So I felt a pins and needles sort of event where energy was old drama, old trauma was being lifted, and then I got a new energetic download, but it was over the entire body, and it sort of washed through me, and it took place for about, I don't know, 3 or 4 minutes. It was a long time to have that kind of a sensation. So sometimes it can be intense like that. The other type of download that you could be receiving is a deep sort of emotional thing. So all of a sudden you start to cry, or you feel happy, or you feel this intense feeling of love. The other thing is, for those of you that are really open and the 7th chakra is like a satellite dish, you could absolutely get like a new template, new information, understanding from your guides, like literally image downloads or word downloads. So I'm more empathic, so I feel things and I know when a download is happening. It's much more subtle, and I may not get all the words and images immediately, but for those of you that are open to that, meditation this month can be very powerful. You could get some really clear insights. And even if it's more subtle, like it is for me, I felt the healing and then I felt clarity the next day. So there's no right or wrong way to receive that. So this is a good month to clear and to receive. So clear what you need to on a physical and an emotional level, and then in your meditation, really open up and allow for new things to come in, and basically state that as your intention. You notice the beautiful silver and white light in this? That's a really good color for you to meditate with. Golden is probably one of the best, but silver and white also very good. So if you're looking for how to kind of clear your aura and surround yourself in a meditation, I even love the way it's sort of radiating out from her 7th chakra. And the interesting thing is, by the way, and a lot of these have nimbuses, which is what you call those halos. The interesting thing about a nimbus or a halo is that I honestly believe that in the past, people were just, especially painters, they were a little bit more enlightened. They could actually see auras a little bit more. And it's not unusual for someone who's a spiritual leader or a psychic leader or someone who's really awake to sort of have that silver or that golden aura, and especially having a really open crown chakra, 7th chakra. So in your meditation this month, I think it would be a beautiful exercise to sort of either see like this, a beautiful star or sun behind you, or to imagine light radiating out and protecting and receiving information. Put that satellite like up into the heavens, and that's how you can meditate a little bit. All right. Let's take a look now at we just looked at your health. Let's take a look at wealth opportunities, which includes your business, school, and other opportunities. For wealth, we have mind. And it's not as beautiful as the other card. What this is showing is a scattered mind. And so your health is going to directly affect your wealth. I want you to be more this resplendent being, than this sort of scattered. And I think what the mind card is connecting with is the 10 of Swords. Stress, fear, and disbelief in your power can actually counter any positive work that you're doing. So I want you to try and check that at the door and think to yourself when you're meditating, I am powerful, I'm connected with the universe, and I'm ready to receive the love, the light, and the insight. So there you go. There was actually, I'll take it to a pop culture reference because I haven't talked about that in any other video for a while, but if you watched the latest Star Wars, there was a blind Jedi that was saying, "I'm one with the Force is one with me." You could actually adjust that to say, because I've used a variation on that with God. You can say, I am God, God is me, we are one, and I'm connected to the universe. Because when you realize that we all are divine energy, you can also say, I connect with the divine connects with me, we are one and the same. That's a powerful statement, because it's not that you're saying that you're like a God, but what you're doing is connecting with God energy. And in effect, we are God's creations, we are our own creations. And so allowing yourself to connect and feel that power, and also to realize that we are created from stardust, from a distant star that blew up. This is the result. All of us are kind of connected from that same star too, which is also why we have a sense of belonging, a sense of family. So when you have trouble meditating, think of these big cosmic things that, wow, I'm actually part of the divine and I was created from stardust. Okay, then I can do this meditation. It brings it down into perspective. All right, for your love relationships, I want you to keep an open mind, knowing that whoever you're looking for, whatever you're seeking, it could come in a very different package, or it can come when you least expect and or want it. So stay open-minded. And there's a lot with your mind this month, so don't think too much when it comes to those matters of the heart. And if you're already in a relationship, I would say go for the unconventional. Think of something you haven't done in a while with your partner and find a way to show love and appreciation that way. So it's just taking the road less traveled. For your destiny, beautiful card, Violet Flame. You should absolutely, I have a video on this, you can look at that. You can also do a YouTube search, there's a lot of free videos. Please meditate with the Violet Flame this month. It'll be great for you. You can do it in connection with this meditation where you're seeing your 7th chakra open. Interesting thing, my experience with Violet Flame meditations are that you can actually heal your body as well. It's not just about the subtle body, it can go in and help with aches and pains and also residual emotional trauma. So you want to call on Saint Germain when you do this, and you should already be in a protected space. But the Violet Flame is about healing this month, and a really cosmic healing. So you could actually let go of a lot this month if you'd like. All right, let's summarize everything. Your main message was that of calibration and adjustment. And as we looked at the cards here, there's a lot of movement going on for you, a lot of stress with that movement. Feel free to work with your friends here if you feel like you need a distraction. I do think that as you hit the middle of the month, there's going to be a lot more energy focused on yourself. Try not to control people too much this month, because the Empress in reverse can be a little bit controlling. So you really want to focus on your own growth. And it is a great month, however, to put yourself out there for advancement and recognition. Dream really big. Dream like reach for the moon if you can. But realize it's going to take some time to get those dreams come into fruition. And again, a lot of note this month about keeping your power in check and keeping your thoughts in check. So if you are really needing a lot from others, remember to give back after they've helped and healed you. Your catalyst card this month was to connect with the feeling of renewal, of growth. Your health card was to really focus on receiving downloads, and also with health, understanding. It was part of this. So if you don't know what your doctor is saying, what's going on with your body, what's going on in your spiritual development, talk to someone and seek out the understanding, even if you're just reading books or searching online. When it comes to your wealth, we're looking at mind over matter and trying not to go to the negative, trying to think of possibilities and the positive instead. Stay open-minded in new relationships and old relationships. Allow your partner to try something new and vice versa. So this is a chance for you, if you guys always stay home and never take a trip, do something exciting, take a trip, do something impromptu. Maybe cook dinner if you guys always eat out. Switch things up in the relationship a bit. And then if it's a new person, maybe look for someone that isn't your typical archetype, whether that's how someone looks or what they do for a living or what age. There's going to be something that comes through where a partner opportunity arrives and it's not exactly what you thought, but it may be more than you'd ever dreamed of. So just open your mind up to someone that's not quite your type, but has something to offer. Great month for clearing. Violet Flame is about really connecting with the highest intuition and pulling in that healing information. It goes in really nicely with that download card that we were looking at. As far as love and relationships, lots of of similarities between the signs this month. It's a great time to date. I'm not seeing it being a great time to connect with just one person. The closest that I see is a strong air sign, but what I would say about this is don't let this interfere with work. If it fits naturally with you, then great. They're going to be outspoken, and I feel like you're not going to have to read between the lines. Usually an air sign will be communicative, so you can recognize that. But your biggest growth is going to happen in possibly a big shift of job or a shift of living situation, because for me, that Wheel of Fortune and the hopes and dreams, and also having this Fool card, if I can pick it up, which is very much a wheel in and of itself. You're changing. Those areas are changing for you. There's going to be some stress, but I don't see it as being warranted. So just get the information you need, adjust as you need. Otherwise, I feel like this is a month of great growth, particularly spiritual and energetic. So take advantage of that. That's not true for every sign this month. I hope this was helpful for you. If you ever want to have more clarification on what's going on in your life, feel free to reach out to me and schedule a one-on-one. You can either tap on the little I with the circle, or click, if you're on the website, on the button at the end. I'll have something that says book an appointment. If this was useful and you want to say thank you, there's also an optional link to donate to the channel, but that's completely up to you. More importantly, if you just want to stay in touch, subscribing is the easiest, and you can subscribe to the channel, and I also have a newsletter. And if you're active on social media, so am I, you can join me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Most importantly, though, I want to say thank you. This has been a journey for all of us to grow, to hopefully feel empowered, and your support, your likes, your subscriptions every month make this worthwhile. So keep it up, and more importantly, love yourself and take care of yourself. Thank you so much for being here. Sat Nam, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.